Time at 580-782-3827.
We're not talking about punching a time clock and working 9 to 5. We're talking about working around the clock, rain or shine, hot or cold, because crops and animals won't wait. Jimmy knows all about it because he lives it. And Jimmy knows what you're going through because he goes through it too. He's here to talk about it. It's seed and feed, chemicals and compost, vaccinations and irrigation. It's time for Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
Hey, good day to all you great stewards of the land. It is Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark, brought to you by First National Bank and Trust of Elk City and Sayre, Oklahoma. Happy Thursday, everybody. Cooper, is it any cooler on your side of the deal over there than it is over here?
I don't think so.
Oh, man, it's hot. Here's some temperatures from around our listening area. 104 at Alva and Freedom. 87 degrees at Boise City. I'll take some of that. 98 at Arnett, home of the not-so-famous Jeremiah Campbell. 96 at Cheyenne, home of Cash Daddy. 95 at Hollis. 97 at Hobart. And out here in the Panhandle of Texas, more of the same. 101 at Lipscomb and Canadian. 97 at Pardora. I can't even talk today. Paladora Canyon. How's that? Or no, Paladora Lake, not the canyon. 96 at Wellington, 97 Odell. The heat's just getting to me. That's all I can say. I don't have any good news for farmers and ranchers today. I'm sorry. I got some news, but some of it's not so good. According to the Oklahoma Mesonet, drought has more than doubled in the last 2 weeks from 44% to 93% in the state of Oklahoma. It will most likely continue to fill out and intensify unless we get a change course from one of the hottest, driest Augusts on record. It's not good. So, it's just not good. I'm sorry. The D3 area has intensified in western Oklahoma. The D4 has not intensified, but it's still got parts of eastern Beckham, western Ouachita, and northwestern parts of Kiowa County. A little bit up there along the Ellis County, Roger Mills county line. And Woodward County's got a big blob of it right in the middle of it. So, and more D3 is showing up in the Panhandle of Oklahoma. More D3 showing up in the Panhandle of Texas. And matter of fact, why we're looking at it, according to the Mesonet, most of western Oklahoma, parts of the Oklahoma Panhandle, and all of eastern Texas Panhandle is under a red flag warning today, and tomorrow it's going to intensify. There's going to be a lot of red flag warning out tomorrow, according to the Forestry Department. And nothing's changed as far as the burn bans. There's Texas Panhandle, you're all under a burn ban. Texas County and Oklahoma Panhandle is under a burn ban. Ouachita, Jackson, Cotton, Jefferson, Logan, Oklahoma, Cleveland, and McLean for central and all of western Oklahoma is under a countywide burn ban. How about that?
No fires.
Yeah, no fires.
Not one.
Not good. Man, it wouldn't take much.
No.
Now, so let's see what happened overnight in our big world of agriculture and our farm belt. Corn futures were modestly lower and wheat rose in overnight trading as traders digest yesterday's supply and demand reports from the Ag Department. Production of corn was pegged at 16.01 billion bushels in 26-27 marketing year on a yield of 180.7 bushels per acre and harvested areas of 88.6 million acres. According to the USDA in their monthly report. That's a shift from last month's forecast, which was around 183 bushels an acre and 87.4 million acres. So prices jumped yesterday on the reduced yield, but investors seem to be more focused on increased production estimate and increased harvested areas in overnight session. Soybean production is now seen at 4.519 billion bushels on a yield of, what did it say here? 52.7 bushels an acre, 85.8 million acres. The agency last month estimated output at 4.4 with 53 bushels per acre and 84.4 million. Wheat output in the 26-27 marketing year is forecast at 1.53 billion bushels on yields of 47.8 bushels an acre and harvested area of 32.1 million acres. And not a lot of change from last month, according to this. Acreage hadn't changed any at all. So overnight, corn futures for December delivery fell to $4.78 a bushel. Soybean futures for November delivery up a penny and 3/4 to $11.85 a bushel. Soy meal was up $1.50 to $3.1660 a short ton, and soy oil fell 0.05 cents to 68.71 cents a pound. Wheat futures for September delivery in Chicago added 4 pennies to $6.56 3/4 a bushel, and Kansas City gained 4 3/4 to $7.25 a bushel. There you have it. The weather maps are active according to the National Weather Service. Floods, storms, not around here though. Heat, yep, that's us. So a lot of flood warnings up in the eastern parts of the Corn Belt, and hot weather in several states from Nebraska all the way to the Gulf Coast, which includes us. And that's about it. They got tornado warnings going on in west central Iowa right now. But back down here in the real world, extremely hot weather is again forecast for several states. Kansas, Missouri border heat values around 110, and there is a heat warning advisory for us out here in western Oklahoma and the eastern Texas Panhandle, along with red flag warnings. Just cool, good stuff. Sorry, I don't have a lot of good news on that section for you guys. Just the way it is. Ethanol output and inventories came up this week according to the Energy Information Administration. Production is now at 1.117 million barrels a day. That's up from 1.107 million barrels a week earlier. Midwest came up about 13,000. Yeah, around 13,000 barrels. And that was the entirety of the weekly gains. East Coast unchanged at 12,000 barrels a day. Rocky Mountain steady at 11,000. West Coast remained at 9,000. And the Gulf Coast declined. It was the only decliner where ethanol production is falling to about 3,000 barrels, down to 24,000 barrels a day. There you have it. So, according to the Oklahoma Forestry Department, thought I had it up. Sorry. Bear with me a second here. Whoa, that wasn't it. I guess I don't have it up. Sorry about that. I got a few things I'd like to talk to you about before we take our first Oklahoma Farm Bureau break. A local family is in need of our help after losing their home in an early morning house fire over at Sayre. The home was a total loss, and donations of clothing and shoes are accepted. Man, it's first day at school, and clothing sizes needed include youth sizes 4T, 6'7", 14, 16, along with youth extra small and small. Adult clothing includes small, medium, large, extra large, and double X shirts, as well as 32, 34 jeans. I might have some of those. Shoe sizes include youth sizes 11 and 13. Big old kid. And there might be children's size. Adult size. Yeah, it was. Sorry. Adult sizes 7.5, 8.5 to 9, 9.5, 10, and 10.5. If you can help, donations can be dropped off at 806 Hunter Lane in Sayre. Any donation, large or small, will help this local family as they recover from this devastating fire. Man, bummer. Yep. So if anybody can donate anything, please take it over to Sayre, to 806 Hunter Lane in Sayre. This family, they lost it all. Big Elk TV is back. Cooper, are you ready?
It's back. I'm ready.
You ready?
I am.
Elk City Elkette softball is on the field this week with Canute at home Tuesday and Hobart tournament Thursday through Saturday. And mark your calendar. You know why? Big Elk football.
Whoop, whoop. It's back soon.
Yep, it is. Opens up Friday, August 28th when they host Shawnee at 7 o'clock. Big Elk TV is brought to you by Wendy Nissan this year. Cool stuff. Thank you, Wendy Nissan. Live games are free at BigElkTV.com. Join Big Elk TV to unlock the past games and season archives, and it doesn't cost you nothing. So, okay, today is the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Happy Hour, brought to you by the Roger Mills County Farm Bureau. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Oh, Jimmy's all wound up and ready to go. Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
A man called the shop and asked Lyle if they fixed tractor tires out in the field. Lyle said, yes, they did. The man asked if Lyle had a 710 70R38. Lyle said, yes, they did. And Lyle asked where the tractor was. Do you know where Crawford is? The man asked. Lyle said, yeah, he knew. Can you come today? Lyle said they could. And they did. All the way from Blair to the northwest corner of Roger Mills County. Lyle Shaw at Blair Tire and Feed knows you can get tires just about anywhere. All he has to sell is service.
Hay wrap is what people use in their balers, the farmers, when they want to, baling up hay. It wraps it up. Is better than twine. So it's like one consistency, holds everything together, lasts longer, easier to cut off. Well, we started selling it because we got asked for it because nowhere around here to really buy it, the good kind of net wrap that we have. So we found a vendor that's good price, and now we carry it. We've got it. Camrock is right south of Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City, Oklahoma.
Hey folks, this is EJ Gredeman with ASCO Equipment out of Elk City, Oklahoma. If you need rental equipment, I got your back. From excavators to wheel loaders, telehandlers, and forklifts, we rent the brands that you know and trust. With flexible terms, responsible service, and expert support, we're here to keep your job on track. Need equipment? We're on it here at ASCO Equipment. Visit ASCOEQ.com or stop by our Elk City branch, 513 West 20th here in Elk City, Oklahoma, or you can just give me a call, 580-243-9233. Appreciate it, folks, and y'all have a blessed day.
A generator is something that is out of sight and out of mind until you actually need it. Do you own a generator? Is it serviced and ready to provide backup power when you need it? A well-maintained generator gives you peace of mind during a power outage. Whether it's home or commercial, all generators need to be serviced regularly. Culver Electric provides reliable generator service all over western Oklahoma. Call today and discuss a service plan to fit your needs. 580-243-5846. See us on Facebook or go to culverelectric.net.
There's a big party in Sayre this Saturday for North Fork Electric members. The Cooperative's 87th annual members meeting is this Saturday under the pavilion at the Sayre City Park. Drive-through registration begins at 9 a.m. at the RV Park entrance. This year's grand prize is a John Deere Z545R Z-Track mower, sponsored in part by Western Equipment. Runner-up prize is $1,000 cash provided by R&R Powerline. You have to register by 10 a.m. to be eligible for the grand prize drawings, and you must be present to win. Bring the whole family and enjoy delicious barbecue from Blue Mountain Smoke. Sons of the Sage will provide live Western swing music. Plus, there'll be free swimming and miniature golf, and a lot of great door prizes. For more details about the 87th annual meeting this Saturday, like and follow North Fork Electric on Facebook and Instagram. Live music, free barbecue, free swimming, free miniature golf, and lots of prizes. North Fork Electric Co-op's 87th annual members meeting is this Saturday in the Sayre City Park.
Every farmer and rancher knows nutrition is key when it comes to getting the best out of every animal. High Pro Feeds has built their reputation on providing the best nutrition possible. Their commitment to nutrition is unwavering. High Pro is a name you know and trust. Buy the best and get the results you deserve. Hobart Farm and Garden is your trusted High Pro Feeds dealer, providing quality feeds in bulk, bags, or sacks. Visit them online at hobartfarmandgarden.com.
He loves to talk about farming and ranching. Here's more of Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
I've never been asked this question before on my show. Was there a dry lightning warning for today? I don't know. I didn't see that on the mezzanine. Brent, have you ever heard of that?
I have never heard of that one before.
I could see that out in the desert, but not around here. Okay.
Definitely not right now.
No, let's check out some weather out in the Texas Panhandle, brought to you by Lipscomb's dealerships here in Elk City and Sayre America. Pampa 97, heat index 97, humidity's 27, dew point's 58. The winds are out of the south at 14 with wind gust up to 19. Peak gust today so far 28 miles an hour. No month to date precipitation, no red flag, meaning minutes so far today. 8-inch soil temperature 84 degrees. So there we go. All right, Mr. Brent Meador, operations boss, manager, CEO, whatever his title is.
Definitely not operations boss.
Anyway, he's the big boss. Let's just put it that way. He's the big cheese over at North Fork Electric Co-op, and it's this Saturday, man.
Our annual meeting, Saturday. It's nice and warm, August the 15th. Gotta love it.
I got you up here somewhere. Hang on. Yeah, because I was going to ask you, what's the bucket about? I've never seen the bucket before, or am I not paying any attention?
No, but brand new gift. Registration gift is a 2.5 gallon bucket. It's not made to pick tomatoes with. I mean, you could pick tomatoes.
Not big enough.
It's not big enough. That's right. If you want a 5 gallon bucket to feed the calves with, or pick tomatoes, you'll have to go to Atwood's and buy a $1 bucket. This is a household bucket. And
That's cool.
Yeah, so this is a new idea that Connie came up with and thought it would be good. I really think it's going to go over great.
It has with me.
Yeah, so this is a keep in the house type bucket, go clean something up, household type bucket. I think it'll be a big hit. We're still, we were afraid to not do the cap and knife because we've done the staple cap and knife for a long, long time.
I got a full collection.
Yeah, so
and they're good knives.
We're sticking with that. This is an additional bucket, and I think it's going to be really nice. I'm excited about it.
It's a nice color. I like that. I got a shirt that'll match that, matter of fact. I'll wear it right after I eat Saturday.
Are you coming?
Huh?
Are you coming? Good.
Yeah.
I figured you was playing golf.
That's what I'm going to get to. I'm going to wear this. It's club championship at Sayre National.
That's right.
And right after I at least get my free food and win that lawnmower.
You bet.
Then I'll head over to the golf course. But this will be good because what my first thought was? Cutting up a watermelon house, put the rinds in. Yeah,
it's perfect for that.
Is it food grade?
Well, it's not, but it can be in western Oklahoma.
Well, this is a big deal for all North Fork customers. The board meeting is what, at 10?
10, yeah, so registration starts at 9.
Yeah.
We're going to do the drive-through registration. We started that back in COVID. You can stay in your car. Our people will be out there with their iPads registering you, and then you can find somewhere to park and come up and get in the shade in the pavilion and wait for the 10 a.m. business meeting. If you want to stay in your car and keep your air conditioner running, that's fine. You can park within quite a pretty good distance of the pavilion, probably anywhere in the park, honestly. You can park in your car and tune it to, we'll have the radio station listed there. It's not 96.5, obviously. It's a different one that nobody's using, but it's not FCC rated or anything. It's just for a small area, but we're going to broadcast it on a tuner, and we'll have it listed there when you register, and you can tune to that, and you can hear everything going through the microphone, so you can listen to the whole business meeting. We'll have runners when it comes time to serve lunch. They'll bring you lunch out to your vehicle, and so you don't even have to get in the heat if you want. If you need to stay in your car, you can come be a part of this and stay in your car.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good because this heat, man, it's something. I mean, it's not like shocking to western Oklahoma, but for this event, we didn't.
So this is part of our bylaws. This date, it's in our bylaws that go back to the 30s when Norfolk started, that the annual meeting would be held the second Saturday in August. And so for it not to be on this date, it would take a bylaw change, which would take a vote of the members. And not that can't be done, but it does take some effort to do that. And honestly, this is a really good time to have it, other than the heat sometimes, because the city of Sayre is really good to us, and they leave the swimming pool open. That's a big hit for our kids. And then the miniature golf's open and free, and that's a big hit. So it makes it more of a family event. Whereas if, let's say we moved it to October 1st, well, you're not going to have the swimming pool. Yeah, it's going to be a little cooler, but you're not going to have the swimming pool and the miniature golf, and there's some things there that aren't going to be quite as big of a deal.
And they got a nice pool there.
Yes, yeah, and so we're excited. It's always a fun time. 9:00 registration. We'll get you through and get you registered. Got to be registered by 10 for the grand prizes, and we're going to start the business meeting at 10, and we're not going to tarry. I mean, we're going to get our business done, and we're going to give away some prizes, and we're going to serve lunch.
What's on the menu this year?
Blue Mountain Smoke.
That's right.
Yeah, Blue Mountain Smoke's coming. The Red Knights are going to help us serve it, so we'll be efficient in getting it served. Like I said, if you need to stay in your vehicle, we can manage that. You might have to wait just a minute for us to get past the brunt of the line, but we can manage that and get you something.
So Jamie Chester's going to be serving food.
That's right. Jamie Chester's in charge, and they do us a great job, and
they're awesome.
And we pay them, but their money goes to a great cause. They have a benefit every year that they're trying to help out, and so we know that money's going to a great cause, and it makes our event more efficient by having them there, and so.
You notice anything about me different today?
I don't know. You're wearing orange, which
for you.
I like
just
it, and I'm
you.
colorblind, but I can tell that that's orange.
Just for you.
Go Pokes, Jimmy.
Yeah. No, my wife said I look like a prisoner.
Half of my money's gone to Stillwater the last 3.5 years, and now
all of it.
Yeah,
for at least a year.
Starting Saturday, all my money's going to Stillwater.
Are they up there yet?
They are leaving right after annual meeting Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And so they start school on Monday. And my wife and I are going to get to figure out what it looks like after 22 years of raising kids with no kids.
Oh, I know. Austin told me what he's doing up there. What besides flying, what's his major gonna be?
No, it's flying. So he's in the professional pilot program.
That's it. I couldn't remember.
4-year program.
Are you excited about it?
Yes, I'm excited. That's all that kid's talked about since he was a kindergartner, wanting to be a pilot, and has already got his private license and been flying some this summer, and got the opportunity to go to Stillwater, which is where he wanted to be. And I just hopeful that it all works out like he has it in his head. So, because I know there'll be challenges. There's always challenges.
Well, I know your number one daughter, your only daughter. She said she was looking forward to. She said she's going to have a full-time cook.
Oh yeah, Austin likes to cook. So
yeah, so he's going to make the perfect husband for somebody.
Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, there's some negatives to him. It's not all good.
Hey, but the good thing about him getting married, you don't have to pay for the wedding.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, you got to look at it that way. No, so tell us what's happened in the last year with North Fork.
I think the biggest thing is our industry's changing. I think I sound like a broken record sometimes, but the whole electric industry's changing. I've heard the guys in the morning the last couple of weeks, they've got their July bills and they're high.
Yeah.
And that comes with increased usage in this type of heat. That's what's driving a lot of that. But the other thing that's driving it, and I'm real transparent, not going to beat around the bush, is prices are higher. Power's going up. There's a fight for the capacity of power in this country. And so I don't know what that necessarily looks like for AEP and for-profit companies, but I'm really versed on what that looks like for the co-op. And we've got a younger generation starting to lead this co-op. Our board is looking different. We have 3 gentlemen on our board that have been on there and have a lot of experience, and that we lean on for that experience, that have done North Fork a really great job representing us and making sure things were good looking backwards. But they're also doing a really good job of passing the baton, if you would, to this younger group that we have on our board. And we've got some 40-year-olds that are starting to take over the board. And so we've got to have that younger group because this thing's changing. There's people fighting for our power, and we've got to make sure that we fight for our members. And And I think the fight looking forward, if you want to go back to North Fork starting back in the 30s, what was the vision? The vision was we had these farm and ranches and these families, and they needed power and they didn't have it. So the vision was all about how do we get power? How do we get lights? How do we get appliances? How do we have a dishwasher? So on and so forth. Well, now the fight is we've got the power, and not only are we have lights and we've got air conditioning everywhere. We're powering irrigation. We got water wells. We're using it to the nth degree in every aspect of our farm and ranch. The oil field's using it. The oil field's really busy in Roger Mills County right now. Yep. They're using our power like crazy. So what does that look like for the normal North Fork member? I'll be transparent. We charge those guys more money. We make more margin on the oil field than we do on the residential. What do we do with that margin? We cheapen up the residential rate.
Right.
So the more of that we have, the cheaper we can keep the residential rate. But the biggest fight right now going forward is we have to make sure that we have enough power for this system that we built since 1930. We've got to make sure that the power, the capacity is there. And that's a fight. And whether you want to talk marijuana, we can talk data centers, we can talk electric cars. There's a fight. Everybody's fighting for it.
Right.
And that when demand goes up, what happens? Prices go up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, demand and cost.
That's right.
Price and cost. And somebody just sent a message in here. This will make your day. Prices may be high. The North Fork Electric Service is worth every penny.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And that's not because of me. That's because of our men and women.
You got a good group.
We have 30 employees, and they work like this is their family, and they take a lot of pride in our system. And when 1 meter's off, they're not happy until that 1 meter's back on.
Right.
And if there's 1,000 meters off, then we're all working and not happy till they're all back on.
Yeah, you guys, from what little incidents that happened out around my house and stuff like that, you guys are on it. So you'll never hear me complain ever about the service and stuff. And I know probably 29 of the 30.
Right.
There's probably one that I don't know. And another question for you: does North Fork have solar like Northwestern does?
Yeah. So if they're talking about Northwestern Electric Cooperative, I assume they are. The answer is yes. So Northwestern buys their power from Western farmers, and we buy our power from Western farmers. So Western Farmers is in Anadarko, and they are the generation and transmission company for 20 co-ops in the state of Oklahoma. And we're one of those. And so we own Western Farmers. Those co-ops own Western Farmers. And the fuel or the power, however you want to say this, makeup of Western Farmers is the two big ones, and they're not green energy. The two big ones that get us through the cold days and through the heat are coal at Hugo, the coal plant at Hugo, and natural gas. And their natural gas generators are in Anadarko and in Woodward. And then on top of that, Western Farmers owns several wind farms and now also owns several solar farms.
I got you.
And so their percentage of green energy is usually between 30 and 45% every month, depending on is the sun shining, is the wind blowing. But here's the deal. When we have those cold events in the wintertime where we're short on power or potentially short on power, typically the sun's not shining, and a lot of times in those cold spells the wind's not blowing. And so we have to make sure that we have plenty of natural gas and plenty of coal also.
Right.
And the winter storms or the winter events are tougher than the summer, because in the summer, even as hot as it is right now, what happens when the sun goes down? It does cool off a little bit, and you get that shade, and so air conditioners quit running. In the wintertime, when you're cold all day and all night. So it's running all the time. It's running all the time, 24 hours a day.
That makes sense.
That's why it's a bigger event in the winter than in the summer.
Yeah, because the only thing I don't like, I hate the high heat. I don't mind the heat, but this heat like we've had the last 2 or 3 weeks, on the agriculture side, usually during the summer, the wind doesn't blow a lot. And with this heat going on and we got this 15, 20 mile an hour breeze every day, I'm thankful for it because I think it would be hotter for the human, but my windmill keeps turning.
Oh, yeah.
and I haven't had to fight the water yet.
You hadn't had to
And
haul
so
water.
as long as
Yep.
as long as the well stays wet,
Yep.
so it's pretty good. Well, I'm glad you shared that with us, and like I said, I know so everything's been pretty good during this heat.
Everything's been pretty good. We've had a few little piddly things, but nothing major. SPP, which is our grid operator that manages our power for 13 states. We're part of SPP, Southwest Power Pool. They've given some advisories along the way here that, hey, we may have to ask everybody to conserve, but they've been low-level advisories so far, even through these hot days.
Right.
So they haven't been short of power to where the advisories have gotten more urgent, if you will, or more important. And not to say that can't happen. If they lose some generation, lose some power along the way, lose a natural gas generator along the way, that could happen any minute. So.
We could step up. I know I've got all my irrigation system. I got 2 different irrigation systems. Well, actually 3 irrigation systems on now. And I've had Knudsen come in and put the phone deal on it. Right. So about 1:30 or 2, I shut mine off, and then about dark, I bring him back up.
Yeah.
Because I know what that's going to cost me if I run her all the way through there.
Yep. So that little bit, and you're not required to do that. You're also not required to shut your blinds and turn your thermostat up to 75, in the afternoon. But I will tell you that those little changes that each and every person can do add up to a huge difference.
Right.
And our cost of power, about 70% of our cost of power ends up being in the peak times. In the summertime.
That's a lot.
And so they set our rates right now based on what we're pulling at the max when we need the most power. That's where they set our rates from Western farmers for the rest of the year. And why do they do that? Well, because they have to build enough generation to get us through the peaks, not through the valleys. The valleys are the easy part.
Right.
They have to have enough generation to get us through the peaks. And so they're going to set those rates on these short days, on these peak days.
Yeah.
And so when I talk about do we have enough power, we have to fight for this power. We have enough power. We're going to be fine. What's going to look different going forward is these peak times, 3 to 7 p.m. on these hot days, 6 to 10 a.m. on these really cold mornings in the winter. Those time frames are getting more and more expensive all the time. They've always been more expensive, but it was a small percentage. And so you just had one rate and you just averaged it out and called it good. Those times are getting expensive to a bigger percentage amount to the point that you're not going to be able to average it out forever. Eventually, those times are going to be more expensive. And so you have to decide, can you afford that more expensive period or are you going to cut back?
What's your comfort zone?
That's what's coming. That's what's coming.
Yeah, that's crazy. And there's so much ruckus going on with the data centers and all this other stuff. And if you talk to Nick Archer, there's a lot more to all that stuff going on. And it's just people are used to the old ways, and like you said, it's changing.
It's changing. That's right. And it's just going to be different. I think the next generation of kids, I think 20 years from now, it'll be engraved in them from 3 to 7 p.m. on the hot days. They're going to be more conservative. It's going to be engraved to them that we don't use as much power from 3 to 7. Whereas my generation and your generation, we don't even think about it.
Nope.
It doesn't even cross our mind.
Nope.
But it's going to be a thing.
Well, it's starting to, as old as I am, it got me, when we went to the horsepower charge and blah, blah, blah through the irrigation deal, it got me to thinking, and somebody said, well, if you got single phase versus 3-phase, I said, no, I don't think it matters.
Right.
Yeah. Not now.
So when all that was taking place, which was probably 10 years ago now, that was the start of these conversations. And that was the start of putting the monetary value on those higher peak times. And now we're 10 years later, and those monetary values are creeping up into where they're starting to kind of get in our pocket a little bit.
Yep.
We'll give it another 10 years, and you're going to have to implement some change. You don't have to, but your cost of power is going to be quite a little bit more expensive if you don't.
So do you think your power charges on your personal use are going to go down since Jill and Austin are gone?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, like right now, And I mean, my kids are helping me on the farm, and so
Yeah,
they're
I
not
know.
just sitting around twiddling their thumbs. But they're pretty good about getting up in the morning and going and doing my list. And by 1 or 2 or 3 o'clock, they're trying to get back at the house
Right.
because they've done everything I've asked them to do. Well, they're using power at the worst time of the day. They're hunkered down. It's trying to stay in the cool and using power when I'm at work.
Yeah.
And I guess we're using power at work too, but
Yeah.
but we kick our thermostats up. We actually have two thermostats, and one goes off at 3 o'clock and the other one goes up to 75. And we started that a couple of years ago. I'm on the time of use rate now, which is the new rate that you can get on voluntary, and it's more expensive from 3 to 7. But guess what? The other 20 hours a
You're
day,
saving.
it's quite a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
And so I've been playing with it, and I'm taking my personal data when we have these winter meetings where you can come to our meetings in the winter and ask any question, and we talk about anything you want to talk about. We've been using that data at those meetings for my house to show how it's fluctuating. Am I getting rich? Am I saving a bunch of money? No, but I'm saving probably $30 a month.
And that adds up.
That adds up. And that makes a big difference. We have 2,600 residential meters. If everybody does that, it's a big number. It comes out to about $1 million a year in savings, which you're not going to get everybody to do it. But
Well, one last thing before we go, because we went way overboard
haven't
on
talked
this
to
time.
annual meetings at all, Jimmy.
But the people that move from the cities out into the country, they don't understand that people like PSO, for example, they supply Elk City, for example, and all the poles are right here.
Right.
Well, when you move out in the country, like my electric bill out in the country, it seems like it's higher than one in the city. Well, there's not as many customers.
Right.
And what did you tell me last year? 2 miles between meters?
2 meters per mile.
Oh, yeah, 2 meters per mile.
So let's think about a mile in Elk City. If you're at Pioneer,
yeah,
at United, the old United, you got to drive all the way to the dugout.
Yeah.
That's a mile.
Yeah.
All right. Think about all the meters
Yeah.
in that mile. Go to the country, we only have 2 in that whole stretch.
Mile. Yeah. And not every mile.
And actually,
but that's the average, I guess.
Actually, today, our rates are exactly the same as the people living in town.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And that's not always been the case, but today, that's the case. And we've been more expensive a lot of times looking backwards. Right now, we're the same price. And why is that? Well, we've got some marijuana and some oil field and some industry that's paying a little more margin, and we're cheapening it up on the residential. So that's how it works.
That's good. You can't get it ask Jimmy. Oh, I'm not asking that on there. But anyway, sometimes that's why I look at them and don't read them out loud. But I will ask though, I promise you. And, but good. So again, Saturday morning, explain everything.
We're giving away a mower from Western Equipment. They didn't donate it completely, but I think we gave $2,500 for this John Deere Z545R 50-inch cut that has a value of about $10,000.
Yeah.
And R&R, which is Bobby Martin out of Sayre, he's our contractor, and always first call anytime there's any storm. He's calling Sean or David or I immediately. Hey, what can we do to help? And does us a good job. Well, he's donated $1,000 as the runner-up prize, and then I think Connie said we had somewhere close to 50 prizes past that point that we'll give away. And then I would like to be serving lunch by 10:45.
I'm in.
And
I can be playing golf by noon.
The Red Knights are really good at getting that stuff served. So there's no reason why the ice cream truck's going to be there about 11:15, 11:30. There's no reason why you can't come and be a part of this, win a prize, hopefully, and get you some free lunch and ice cream cone and be in your vehicle by noon at the latest, maybe 11:30.
Hey, and don't wear orange Saturday because because their hat does not go good with orange.
Yeah, so the hat thing, I've had a lot of questions about the hat thing. So
but it's a good looking hat.
Yeah, so we rotate the color of the hat each year, and a lot of that's due that we serve a lot of schools. I mean, we have Sweetwater and Raiden and Cheyenne and Merritt and Canute and Sayre and Elk City, and so we try to do that because of the school colors.
So yeah, I'm gonna see. You guys tell me on Facebook, does it match? And you don't have to be colorblind. But it is a good looking clap. That little leather patch, yeah, I'm in. And on the back, embroidered Touchstone Energy. And Brent, thanks for coming in and explaining everything. Everybody, one guy just said that was a great information you just gave. So
you bet. I'm glad to talk anytime, and we're passionate about making it look as good as we can going forward.
Right. So all right. Well, thank you, sir. And let's take a Oklahoma Farm Bureau break, brought to you by the Roger Mills County Farm Bureau.
Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
So that's where I think our conservative nature comes in. The way we handle our depositors' money, we don't do a lot of risk taking on that side. We like a lot of singles and doubles. Man, they are great. They add up. You can hit a home run every now and then, but man, you can strike out too trying to swing for the fence. And everybody's seen the news lately. There's been a couple banks that have gone down, and the games they played, we're not even in there. That's not something we want to do. I'm Jason Redd, and I help make the difference at First National Bank and Trust of Elk City and Sayre.
Member FDIC.
Farming is no game, but when you're at the game and have the ability to control your irrigation in the field, it's a huge game changer. Valley Irrigation is where farming meets in-zone efficiency. With AgSense remote technology, farmers become MVPs of their fields. Real-time play-by-play control means you're always ahead of the game. Score big with irrigation technology from Valley. It's technology that improves your life and lets you beat the game and be in the game. Visit Knutson Irrigation to become the MVP of your field. Online at KnutsenIrrigation.com. They have your in-field coverage and your back.
She's come a long way, and she's coming to Sugar Creek Casino. See Brittany Kellogg live on Saturday, September 19th at 8 p.m. Brittany has shared the spotlight with Oklahoma's own Blake Shelton, Keith Urban, and more. And now, the social media queen of Trash Day is bringing her incredible talent to Sugar Creek Casino. Tickets are on sale now at sugarcreekcasino.com. Take the short drive to Sugar Creek Casino, I-40 exit 101.
Kent Watkins here with SEI Agritech in Elk City, Oklahoma. We're excited to announce we are now a dealer for Terraplex Ag drones. These drones are American built. And of course, we have the best feed and minerals for your livestock, along with our Spiz ProGrow lawn fertilizer and pasture and range herbicides. Remember, we sell to Texas customers as well and welcome your business. Stop by or give us a call at SEI Agritech on South Randall in Elk City. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook for the latest updates and information.
This is the Western Oklahoma Livestock Auction Market Report for Monday, August 3rd. 954 head were sold. 4 head of steers at 464 brought 470. 6 at 512 brought 410. 7 at 626 brought 383. 7 at 644 brought 382.50. 17 at 666 brought 387. 40 at 977 brought 307. 3 at 978 brought 316. 16 head of heifers at 375 brought 485. 4 at 406 brought 395. 11 at 449 brought 432.50. 5 at 601 brought 337.50. 11 at 645 brought 350. 3 at 717 brought 305. Butcher cows 84 to 184. Butcher bulls 166 to 234. Bred cows 1700 to 3200. Pairs 3750 to 3850. Western Oklahoma Livestock Auction, Exit 71, Clinton, Oklahoma. Sale every Monday, 10 a.m. To consign, call Brandon Hickey, 580-497-6095.
Out here in Western Oklahoma, you don't need fast-talking city dealers or slow walk-in service departments when it comes to your work trucks and your family's SUVs. You just need honest folks from around here who want to be your dealer and want to take good care of your vehicles up the road. So come see us at any of our 3 Lipscomb dealerships off I-40 in Elk City and Sayre for your next new or pre-owned vehicle backed by almost 50 years of quality service. Lipscomb, locally owned, family-owned since 1979.
Now, back to more of Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks again to Brent Meador with North Fork Electric Co-op on coming by and telling us about the annual meeting coming up this Saturday. Registration starts at 9, meeting 10 o'clock. You got to register for 10 o'clock before you can be eligible for those prizes, so get there early. And then somebody did ask what if I can't find my registration card? And Brent did say, bring your ID. They'll look it up. No problem. And to the person that sent me the thing about 1970 Road, he's got all that information. He's on it. There we go. Good. Thanks, Brent. All right. Cooper, you're back.
I am back.
You got the weather up by chance?
What side do you need?
Northwest.
Northwest? I can get you there.
Yeah, I get it.
Let's go to Beaver.
Okay.
Let's do it.
And this is brought to you by Lipscomb Dealerships here in Elk City and Sayre. Your Northwestern Oklahoma ag weather update. Bring it on.
We got 102 degrees. It feels like 102 degrees also. I bet it does.
Yeah.
The dew point is 57 degrees. Humidity's 23%. The wind's coming out of the southwest at 16 miles an hour. Some wind gusts are actually showing up to 23 miles an hour up there. No rain in the past 10 days, and then the bare soil temp is 89 degrees.
All right. Okay, I got to do something real quick here, and then we got to take another break because Brent and I got to chit-chatting a little too long for this deal, but that's the way it is. Guys, be on the lookout again. And this is from Gary McManus with the Climate Prediction Center in Oklahoma. He's the head honcho at the Oklahoma Mesonet. I guess he's our state climatologist there. That makes that a little easier. So with the dreaded rapid onset of drought risk area, especially out in western Oklahoma, expect temperatures to be above normal for the next few weeks. With the very hot, dry weather occurring across parts of western Oklahoma, livestock producers should be closely monitoring their ponds for blue-green algae issues. Blue-green algae really is not really an algae, but a bacterium. I hope I said that right, which is referred to, I'm not even going to try that one, the most common species found. There's 3 or 4 of them. But the bacterium found in most bodies of water, however, they become a problem during times of rapid growth, and that's what's going on right now, which is fueled by high nitrogen and phosphorus content and warm, sunny weather. Most issues with that bacterium occur in the summer and fall months, but high toxin release may occur any time of the year. Cases have been found in Oklahoma as early as March. So the overgrowth of the bacterium leads to the death of the organism that, notice I said that right? You don't know the story behind that one, though, do you? Which is the organism, which is the floats to the top. See if anybody caught that. With a scum off top of the water, the scum appears blue-green in color, but the color of the scum can vary. The scum layers can be moved from the pond by wind movement. Sometimes this causes certain areas in the pond to be concentrated with toxic levels of dead bacterium. Rain or wind disturbance can break up the scum and reduce the chance of that being toxic. And it might not always be the case. So I just want to keep you guys up to date and keep that in mind on that blue-green algae. So let's take a Oklahoma Farm Bureau break, brought to you by the Roger Mills County Farm Bureau. Be right back.
He loves to talk about farming and ranching. Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
As a farmer or rancher, you're always looking for ways to save time and money. The Apache Hay Wagon from Everett's Welding in Visay, Oklahoma will help you do just that. The Apache Hay Wagon eliminates 80 to 90% of hay waste with its unique design. It hauls multiple bales, saving you time and money. Go by Everett's Welding today and ask to see the Apache Hay Wagon. You'll be glad you did. You can also visit them online at everettswelding.com.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Is your cattle mineral investment being washed away? Weather can cause conventional mineral to absorb water and blow away. Simply put, your cows probably aren't eating. That's why Purina created Wind and Rain Storm Mineral, a weatherized mineral that can stand up to the elements. Its larger particle size makes it harder to blow away and easier for water to pass through. Keep money in your pocket. Contact Farmers Union Co-op Gin, 720 South Main, Elk City, 225-0191.
You want to start your own business and do something you love. It's exciting, but you've got a lot on your mind. Will customers buy what you're selling? What about overhead costs? Do you have the money to get started? Plenty to consider before jumping headfirst into this thing you love. It just so happens that helping people start and grow a business is something I love. I'm Kyle Killoffer at Great Plains Bank in Elk City, member FDIC. People tell me I'm a good listener. When you're ready to start your business, come tell me about it.
You don't want to let your cotton set in the field day after day waiting to be gin. Now, to better serve you, the cotton farmers in Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle, Lone Star Gin has processed over 540,000 bales of cotton. They've got locations in Pampa, Texas, and now in Burns Flat, Oklahoma. Lone Star Gin has the ability to process over 2,400 bales per day. All they do is gin cotton. Go to LoneStarGin.com for more information, and you can find them on Facebook.
The biggest mistake I've seen when people are purchasing insurance or coming in to visit with us is being underinsured. You know, the state minimum on auto insurance is $25,000, $50,000, and that's too low. I mean, if you run into somebody's new vehicle and it costs $50,000 and you only have $25,000 in coverage, that's going to come out of your pocket. So, you know, we try to make sure that our customers are insured how they need to be to get the coverage. I mean, if you're going to have insurance, you need to have it for the right reasons, and that's to protect themselves. I mean, that's why they have it. I'm really in the business of protecting the customer. When it comes to protection, it's not a large amount more to go ahead and get the coverage you need.
Life insurance and annuity products offered through Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company. Property and casualty products are offered through Oklahoma Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance and affiliated companies.
Hi, I'm Mickey Lively. I'm an insurance agent with Oklahoma Farm Bureau. My office is located in Greer County. Call me anytime at 580-782-3827.
Jim is all wound up and ready to go. Here comes more of Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
Hey, to that one listener up north here, why did you ask me if there's a dry lightning warning for today? You guys getting some dry lightning up here in northwestern Oklahoma? What's up with that? Let me know.
That's actually what I did see that over there. Yes, there's and for Hollis too, what I'm about to give you here too.
Bring it on.
Here, I'll first go through the Hollis report and then I'll just go.
Yeah, give me the Hobart Farm and Garden Ag Weather Update, would you?
All right, I'm going down to Hollis. It's 99 degrees, the dew point 62 degrees, while humidity's at 29%. These wind gusts are getting up to 20 miles an hour down in Hollis. No rain, and then the bare soil temp is 91 degrees. With tonight saying there's a high of 107 with isolated thunderstorms and winds about 17 to 21 miles an hour. And I did see that up northwest too.
Oh, really?
There might be hopefully there's some rain with it.
Yeah, we need some rain with it. A couple things I wanted to share with you guys real quick, and one of them is, I don't usually do this, but one of my buddies down there in Kiowa County that sent me this. If anybody out there is looking for a really good-looking John Deere 4450, which had just been restored, it's a running great. The air conditioner's cold, no oil leaks, and they've been using it to rake hay, but they want to get a size bigger tractor. If you'll get on Southwest Oklahoma Farm and Ranch Buy Sell Trade Facebook page, it is on there. It's down around Godebo, $40,000, 1982 John Deere 4450. And if my math's doing me right, that's the first year they came out with the 4450. I think. I'm thinking it is. But I get in trouble when I think a lot. So anyway, 4450 it's a two-wheel drive. It's not front wheel assist. So good looking tractor though. Got weights on it. Everything. Yeah, they've done a really good job restoring it. 4450. Southwest Oklahoma Farm and Ranch Buy, Sell, and Trade Facebook page. Heather Hulett, Hulletts, now around Godebo. So there you go. We'll share that with you. Also, sent me a deal on, they've been getting calls from the rural water districts This person posted on Facebook, we got a phone call this week from our rural water company asking us to stop watering our yard. We politely informed them that we're not watering our yard. However, we are filling the water tanks for cows at our house and tanks to haul to other pastures with dry ponds. We were asked to stop because if things didn't change in 12 days, the water tower would run out and we wouldn't have enough water for our home. So that was the 15th phone call that had been put out by the Rural Water District. So it's not good. So everybody needs to just do their part, like Brent was talking about on during the heat of the day, you know, backing off the thermostat a little bit and blah, blah, blah. So, whew, getting too many people in this world, I guess. So anyway, pretty cool stuff. Man, that was it. That's the show.
How it goes.
You guys didn't get a bucket, and I did. 2.5 gallon white bucket, nice light blue tip, and a steel. North Fork Electric's annual meeting this Saturday. Cooper, thanks again.
Oh, thank you.
Tomorrow's your last day, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, bummer. All right, see you guys tomorrow.